Hello everyone, this is Aniket and we are back with Sports Event Management, and today's topic is negotiations and getting quotations. Before I start with the topic, I just want to quickly brief on what we covered in the last chapters. So we have already discussed on how to do the planning. We have already discussed on how to do Reiki of the event. We have also come up with the budget planning. Now, once we have a budget, in order to fulfill that, we need to get quotations from different vendor, and then we have to negotiate with the rates. It's very simply said, but how to be done is the topic which we will be covering in this chapter. So first of all, we need to understand that what are the expenses and what are the sources of income. Completely event budget is the expenses. Now for the income side, there are three major income. One is your entry fee. Second is your ticketing. And third is your sponsorship. Now, first of all, in the first season, you will be completely relying on the entry fee, that is the tournament entry fee, because now you still haven't established your brand, so there is no way you can sell tickets and there is no way you can secure sponsorship, because sponsorship will only come through viewership. And because this will be your first event, you will not have any viewership, and because there is no viewership, there will not be any tickets sold, so you will be completely dependent on your entry fee collection. Now if the entry fee goes up and your event budget goes down, that's when you make profit. If the entry fee is average and your budget is average, you get a break even. If your expenses are high and your entry fee collection is low, then you make loss. So, in order to get this all sorted, the most famous quote in the event industry is that every penny saved is every penny earned. So we will work on the same model to find out different vendors which we can negotiate, and what is the approach we need to take to do the negotiation, and how exactly we have to do the how exactly are we supposed to take the quotations. There is a particular way in which we have to follow, and then we can reach our goal of getting a good quote. So if we are supposed to find any different quotations, we need to understand the rates of that particular object or that particular place. For example, we want to book a venue booking. We need to understand that how the rates or the quotations are going to fluctuate. First of all, the venue booking will be differing from city to city, and the pricing is completely depend on demand and supply. I'll explain you this. Suppose there is high demand and there is low supply. The things will become expensive. Suppose there is high demand and there is high supply. The pricing will become competitive. Right. And suppose there is low demand and high supply, then it will become cheap. Suppose there is low demand and low supply, then it will again become expensive. Now, when there is high demand and there is low supply, because there is a shortage, the pricing will become expensive. For example, in a particular area, if there is only one venue which we want to book, then the negotiation skills will be with the vendor and not with us. So the pricing will become expensive, and for that area, if you still want to do the event, then you have to go ahead with the same pricing. In the second scenario, if there is high demand and there is high supply, then you will find competitive vendors, different vendors, which will give you a good quotation. So here you have to take some efforts and look for options. In the third scenario, where the demand is low and the supply is high, you will get a very good rates. And in the last case, where demand is also low and supply is also low, it will become expensive because again the supply shortage is there, and because there is no demand, there will be no infrastructure existing. So because there is lack of infrastructure, there is no business around you which has done the scaling. For example, if you are going a tier 2 or tier 3 city and you are looking for printouts, a good quality banner printouts. Now because there is no demand, so they are not looking for a bigger machines which will print on faster quantity and which will take less resources. So because of that, it will be expensive for you, because they are using small machines which takes lot of time and which take lots of resources, and it is not feasible for them to give you at cheaper rates because they themselves are not working more efficiently. So in those cases, the amounts, the total costing will differ. Now it's up to us that we have to identify that what type of location it is. Location, and from these all situation, what is the current situation. So now let's say there is one place where there are a lot of hotels, and you're looking for a particular type of hotels which are either 1 star, 2 star or 3 star, different types of hotel, and you're looking for 3 star and there are 3-4 hotels in the same location. So you have a bargaining power, and you will get a good quotes if you keep negotiating. Now the most important thing from all of this is that you have to first understand the negotiation skills. How do we negotiate? That will be the last topic of this subject. Quotations we have done, now we are into negotiations. Now to negotiate, the first key point which you need to keep in mind is that you have to have your own budget. Budget beforehand. Before meeting vendor. So let's say you want a particular object. Let's say you're looking for a football, or you're looking for an equipment, or you're looking for a particular venue, and let's say you are not sure how much they will charge you. So you need to have a fair understanding that what type of surface will cost what type of money. Let's say you want to book a venue, so you must know that a open grass field will cost less, let's say 5 to 10k. Open grass field with amenities like stadium will cost little bit average, let's say 10 to 15k. Then artificial fields will cost little expensive, that is, let's say 25 to 40k. And artificial stadiums will cost expensive, let's say 1 lakh. Now you need to have a fair idea that in market what is the costing which is going, or what is the costing which is floating. You have to have your own budget in your observation beforehand, and you have to keep cross checking whether the quotation which is being shared by the vendor, is it expensive or is it cheaper than what it is expected. So in a similar way, you have to create different bifurcation depending on the quality of the product. So if the quality is high, then you have to keep the margin also high. If the quality is poor, then you have to keep your margin also low. So you have to come up with an average rate which is floating on the market. You can ask the local event organizers and get some fair idea that what is the average cost. It's similar like getting an auto in Mumbai, that you know that from here till Bandra how much average it will cost. If you don't know, then you check on Ola, Uber, and then you then you have a fair idea that from this distance to this distance, if Ola is charging 300 rupees, then I should get an auto for 200 rupees. It's the same game. And the last point which we have to cover is variable budgeting. Now this depends on duration of year or bulk ordering. The costing of expenses will depend on which time you are conducting the event. Let's say you are doing events at the season of wedding season. Don't expect accommodation, food, or any amenities to come for a cheap rate. Or there is a season of travel. People are traveling for international travel like November, December, and all those time. Flight tickets are gonna skyrocket. So don't expect at that time the rates to be good. And some equipments you can do bulk order and you will get good rates. There like trophies, jerseys, all these equipments, if you do bulk order, then you will get good rates. And apart from that, every event, every year, keep on trying to get a better budget, better quotation. Keep your eyes open for all the opportunities. Keep checking if there are any better quality of materials available at a better price, so you are updating yourself every time the market is moving. I hope this information helps you a lot. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you in the next episode.